Let's go. Okay.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Eskandy Sports Podcast. I'm super excited for this one. Vasean, I was chasing you for a little while there, trying to get you to sit down. You were busy,
A lot of
pooping out in
basketball.
front of Masai Ujiri and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of basketball.
I wanted to start actually with last summer because I kind of missed the whole. Is it called like takeover? Like
Oh yeah, park takeovers.
park takeovers, right?
Yeah.
You were a part of that a little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Can you explain that to me? Like what was going on? I know Guard Up was big on it. Like
It was just like a park takeover where Kshowtimes, my
Yeah.
guy, a very popular YouTuber.
yeah,
Guys like MK, another very popular YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
They would pull up to parks and just everybody, all the supporters would come out. It'd be a packed crowd. They would play
Right.
like 5-on-5 runs against other runs that were at the parks and stuff like that. So it became very popular.
Right.
So I ended up pulling up to one because they asked me to.
yeah.
I brought guys like my young boy Fosa with me,
Mm-hmm.
and we played against Kshowtime, Matt, and their run, and we beat them.
Yeah.
And just the environment was crazy. There was so many people there, and it was just I don't know. I got a lot of buzz and a lot of like fame off of it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So like, is it kind of like if they pull up to a park near to where you stay, that's like a beef thing, like you gotta defend home court type shit, or is it just kind of like the runs over here?
I don't know how other people take it, but the one that I put up to was in Scarborough. So yeah, I took it like that's my course. We gotta defend that. So yeah.
I think I saw on your IG too. You played ones versus MK.
Yeah, we played ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was actually he dropped me.
Okay.
So, and then after that, I was like, nah, I'm not letting that slide. So we ended up playing a 1-on-1 and I ended
Right.
up winning. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well then, so that's summer. You're grade 12 proper right now.
Yeah.
Right. So then you were probably like grade 11 going into grade 12.
Yeah, around there. Yeah.
He's a pro.
Yeah.
So yeah, no shame in that. So you think that's what kind of gave you momentum going into this year?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So you go to United Scholastic Academy.
Yeah.
I didn't think you guys were gonna lose for like the first 3 months of the season. What was it like just rounding up the guys and then just kind of like destroying everybody for a little bit?
Honestly, most of the guys on our team played AAU together, so we already had that sort of gel, that chemistry and everything.
Yeah.
So when we would practice school and then go out and play, it was just like, yo, we're just out there having fun at this point. It's not even
Right.
like go out there, we have to do this, do that. It's just on the fly because everybody's so, tight.
Yeah.
So close to everybody is like a very good chemistry thing.
So when you guys are like, what'd you guys start off as? You guys started off like an absurd record to begin the year.
We were like 20 something and we didn't lose
Yeah.
for a while.
So when you guys are like, let's say 11-0, and you're beating everybody, I remember you guys beat Orangeville.
Yes.
Was that Premier or Platinum,
Premier League,
something
yeah,
like that?
Premier League, yeah.
And then, and for me, outside looking in, like this is my first real year covering prep, so I know Orangeville. I didn't know you guys.
Yeah.
So then you guys take down Orangeville. How hard is it to go from like 11-0 to 20-0 when it feels like you're just kind of road killing anybody that you play? Like, do you guys have to make up your own adversity maybe to like get hyped for games, or how do you keep it going?
Honestly, we just all had that fight in us, and all like we like the feeling of being undefeated. Like we call each other undefeated. So we like
Right.
the feeling of being undefeated. We're like on top, like we're the top dog. Everybody was aiming to gun us down, but
Yeah.
we're just walking through everybody. So we kind of like just use that as fuel, just us being undefeated and us wanting to maintain that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it seems like every one of your guys' games, like, you guys have fun.
yeah, 100%,
You
100%.
guys have fun. So
Yeah.
is it like up 20, down 20 doesn't matter? Like, we're going for it.
It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter the score. We just know we have fun, and like
Yeah.
our meaning of have fun is like throw lobs, exotic dunks, stuff like that. And mind you, we have guys like Armani, guys like Osi, Ifosa, wow.
Yeah.
Just throw the ball up there, and then they catch it at will. So it's like when one of those goes down, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's showtime.
There's always something to do with those
Yeah.
guys in the court. You can just
Yeah.
throw it up there. Yeah. So, correct me if I'm wrong. You had a 55-point game this year, right?
I did, yeah.
Who are you playing against? I remember it happening, but then so many other things happened for you this year.
Windsor, I think they're called Junior Lancers or something like that. Yeah.
They had a weird season because they were like, they're called Junior Lancers, but they're proper.
Yeah.
They're a proper team, so they didn't really get to have too much run. What was going on in that game? Were you just feeling it? Was that must have been your highest for the season?
My highest for the season, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I didn't go into that game saying I'm gonna score 55.
No.
Like, we started off the game, we were playing regularly, and I just hit 4 straight threes, and like it was 4 for 4. So I'm like, wait, what? I'm hot. And I just kept shooting, and it kept falling. And my teammates were like, so it was at halftime, they're like, yo, you have 30, go for 50. And I was like, all right, bet. So they just kept feeding me, and my shot just kept falling.
And everybody's cool when something like that's happening. Someone's got a high, and you just keep going. Yeah. Another weird thing for you is like a few times this season, or was it the whole season? You would come off the bench a lot of the time. Right?
It was like a little chunk of the season at the end. Yeah.
Was it like hard to stay engaged when that's going on, or were you ready to go regardless?
Honestly, I was just ready to go. Anytime I'm out there, I know I'm gonna contribute, so I was just waiting to get out there.
Yeah, because and then same thing with you didn't start in BioSteel either, right?
No, I didn't.
And that's still went your way as well.
Nah, that's still on my way. I was mad I didn't start in BioSteel. I'm not gonna lie, but I just knew when I went out there it was go time.
Did you know there was in the cards for you this season when the season started? Did you have that as a goal to make it to BioSteel, or?
I did actually. I had BioSteel MVP as a goal. I thought I was gonna make it regardless, honestly, but yeah, I did. And I'm very proud I achieved that.
Yeah. So you really had it like you were going to go in that game, not just make the game, because for a lot of guys, making the game would have been incredible. But you had MVP.
Yeah,
in
MVP.
You're not just saying that because it happened.
I just had MVP in my mood, you know. It's an accolade I wanted. Felt like I could get it.
So you're doing this docu-series type thing with Prod KB. Shout out to KB again. I love that kid.
Oh my God.
Scarborough made. What do you get from Scarborough specifically? Because I know the people that are from around here, they wear it on their their sleeves. So what has Scarborough meant to you? And you know, how important is it to be coming from out here?
Scarborough is just where I'm from. You know, it's like where I'm from. I grew up there. A lot of people I know are there. And I just want to put it out there that, like, you know, Scarborough has some of the best hoopers out here, and just represent where I'm from, and bring that with me.
Yeah,
my whole journey.
So it just kind of regardless where you're from, it would have been the same type of energy. Like doing what you're doing, you want to bring it with you.
Yeah.
Well, I actually do want to go back to BioSteel real quick because I talked about this with Wes really quickly too, and I wanted to know. Are you aware that Masai Ujiri's in the front row as the game's going?
Actually. I didn't know until the third quarter it was.
Yeah. It was Masai Ujiri, Bobby Webster. They must have told you that there's going to be NBA guys there.
Yeah.
Probably you weren't thinking Masai's there.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't actually. That was surprising when I found out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because first quarter, second quarter, you're still blowing kisses, bow and arrow. You're playing the game that you know how to play.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have played any differently had you known the first quarter?
Nah, I don't think so. No.
It's just regardless who's out there.
Regardless who's out there, I'm just going to play my game.
Because I wanted to ask you about that as well. Because, and respectfully, I appreciate the way you play. I like that you play loose. But when you're in a spot where you're looking for, you know, D1s or whatever options you can get, has that come up at all when programs are talking to you like, hey, like we love your game, but like you're shooting 6 bow and arrows every game?
No, actually, they just know that's just a part of who I am and a part of the way I play the game. They actually like it, honestly. The gestures and stuff like that, you know, nothing. It was nothing too crazy, honestly, in my opinion. So yeah.
No, but it is like a theme of when you play. It's like you're turned on to 10 every time you play the game. Like is that like?
Yeah.
Is that kind of like it's not as fun unless you're turned up like that?
Nah, I just like have I guess it's not that fun if I'm not turned up like that. I just want to go out there and make the game as fun as possible, and I feel like doing stuff like that, just being active, having energy, brings more fun to the game.
Let's go back to OSBA. Again, you guys start the year off 20-0. You guys had a good record in the OSBA as well. Did you? Like the OSBA finals, you're playing a talented Fort Erie team. Take us through that game. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, did you guys think like this was ours to lose type thing?
No, we thought we were gonna win the game. We were going in there very confident. Had playing Crestwood before that. We were going in there very confident. We were all locked in. and it just didn't go our way. I don't know what else to say. It just didn't go our way. We're all locked in though.
Is that a goal you guys had in the beginning of the year? Like, we're gonna take OSBA. We're gonna.
Yeah. That was one of our goals.
Do you learn anything from that game?
I did. I learned how to lose.
Yeah.
I haven't had that feeling in a while. You know, it kind of humbled us as a group, and it made us work harder. And we came out of there gunning and practicing workouts. We were working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you have a super competitive season like you've had, obviously going out in the OSBA finals like you did, when you have to regroup and you have some of your teammates or your teammates on BioSteel, but some of the guys that you're kind of battling it out with all year as well, your teammates, is that just, you know, is that water under the bridge, or did it come up at all in the locker room at BioSteel? Or
I didn't actually. That's just, nobody talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just nobody even mentioned it. Honestly, I'm surprised nobody mentioned it, but nobody did.
So, what is the dynamic between all of you guys in the prep scene, in the national circuit, and all that stuff? Is it like we're cool when we're together, and then it's just whatever happens on the court happens on the court, or
it's just like whatever happens? Yeah, whatever happens on the court happens on the court. Like, I'm very tight with some people in OSBA. A lot of people just. For them, it's like we're boys at the end of the day. On the court, we're not. And off the court, it's back to being boys, but on the court, it's business.
So you have a crazy bag. When you're out there and you're feeling like, even in BioSteel, you're doing the step backs, you're doing the pump fake one dribbles and stuff like that. Who would you credit as helping you add to your bag, add to all your levels?
A lot of stuff I learned myself. I'm not gonna lie. From a young age, I've been doing this from a young age. So a lot of stuff I learned from watching basketball players. Like I used to watch a lot of street ball, like a lot of the professor, a lot of N1 basketball, stuff like that. Watching
N1, that's all the way back.
Yeah, that's all the way back. Yep. The professor and stuff like that. Watching Kyrie. Obviously, Kyle Lowry was my favorite basketball player. That's what I modeled my game after.
Yeah. And that's come up a lot. I know you've done some stuff with. You've done a couple of other interviews, and you've done the Guard Up series, and the Kyle Lowry thing comes up a lot. What exactly do you think you gathered from watching? Was it just him day in and day out, or did you start watching like after the championship run, or how much significance has Lowry had on you?
I watched him from when he first got traded to the Raptors from Houston. So I've always liked just the energy he brought to the game.
Yeah.
Like, he makes some wild shots too, so I wanted to make the crowd ooh and ah the same way.
Yeah.
And just his heart, the way he played in the court, he left it all out there, and that's something I admired and wanted to put into my game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How important is it to you to not only get a buck and not only win the game, but to also look impressive while you're doing it? Because you mentioned how you like the oohs and the ahs. Yeah. We talked about the takeover. Like, do you find yourself wanting to entertain while you play as well?
Yeah, usually I'll have somebody at the game that I told to come to the game or something like that. So it's like, I just want to give the people watching a good time. And I know that I'm bound to have at least one of those again.
So if you could just snap your fingers and have whatever you wanted career-wise for you, what does that look like? Are you an NBA player?
Oh, definitely.
Do you have a preference where you want, like, you want to stay like in Toronto, or?
No, I don't really have a team. Well, I would say Toronto. I want to play for home, but anywhere is all right. But I definitely an NBA player.
So the destination is you have it. You want to be an NBA player.
Yeah, 100%.
So, but like when you hang out with guys like Kshowtimes, or you watch what they do, does that ever intrigue you at all either? And I'm trying to get this from the most respectful. I'm not saying you're supposed to be a YouTuber or anything like that. But I do see a lot of qualities in you that would be successful in that way too. Have you ever looked at like a guy like Kshowtimes and be like, I mean, that's pretty like you get to hoop on camera, you get to entertain, you get to being
a YouTuber seems cool,
Yeah.
But I don't honestly don't think it's for me, and I can't really see myself doing anything other than playing basketball professionally.
Yeah.
In the NBA.
In the NBA.
Yeah.
So you have another year left. Sorry, if I keep looking over at the camera, I'm just making sure the battery's okay on the camera. Yeah. But so you have another year left of eligibility. Like, you're not going to university this summer, not that I know of. So you have another year left of eligibility. What are your goals heading into the 2023 season?
Just to better myself, grow as a person, grow in the basketball world, basketball community, get more popular, get more out there. Any league I'm in, I want to win everything I'm in. Like next year, I want it all. Honestly, I'm coming for it all.
You're coming for, well, I mean, you already got BioSteel MVP. You're gonna have to repeat BioSteel MVP.
Yeah.
You're gonna take that OSBA.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know. I can cut this out if you want me to. But staying in Ontario for another year?
Honestly, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
I mean, there's got to be options.
There are some options, some options out there, but I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Gotta stay tuned.
No, I'm excited about it. Do you have any plans to do any more takeovers this summer?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna come back and do some takeovers, and I might do something with them. My guy Kshowtimes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. We could end it. I mean, I got the iPad filled with questions, but let's go with. So you like to talk a lot when you're playing, like we were talking about. You always turn it up to 10. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been out trash talked? Have you ever like?
No.
Have you ever like said some and then someone's like just hit you?
100%. I'm that guy that always has a comeback. Like if I see something, you have a comeback, I have a comeback for your comeback. It's like that. It's like that.
Do you have like a scouting report? Like, do you like research? Be like, okay, I know this guy. I can hit him here, or is it strictly about your game?
It's strictly about the game. Like, I don't bring it to personal levels, but like if I score on you, I'll tell you that you're not scoring on me, and then when you don't do it, like if I tell you you're not gonna score on me and you don't score on me, that's like a hurt to yourself. So I just keep it going.
So you're playing to move ahead. Like, I'm telling you, this isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, like something I'm very popular for doing. Like I'll bring the ball up and like tell my defender what I'm gonna do and then do it.
And you be hitting it?
Yeah, and then after that, it's like they're rattled. I actually did. I'm not gonna bring up the time. I'm not gonna bring up the time. That's my guy. That's my guy.
I got the footage, but so that's kind of in the bag as well. Yeah. Be like, hey, like I'm gonna step back. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you most excited about heading into this life that you're living right now? Like, do you take a second, appreciate it? Like,
I do. Honestly, what I'm most excited about is just traveling, just being around the world.
Yeah. Seeing
places of the world I never thought I would.
Yeah. Basketball could take you so many different places. Like, oh man, dude. Also, congratulations, you got an offer from Rhode Island.
Yep, Rhode Island.
Is that the first D1?
Yep.
There's got to be a few more coming after.
No, there's a lot. There's a couple coming.
There's I've I hang around players a lot as well, and they always tell me about the recruiting process, and there'd be coaches that'd be texting you like every day, 10,000 times a day, maybe. Like, do you find the recruitment process like humbling, or do you find it like, have you ever been kind of annoyed by it, or?
I wouldn't say annoyed.
Yeah.
But it's been kind of humbling. Just getting the messages from the coaches and stuff like that. That does bring a little excitement to you, and like a little of, wow, my hard work's paying off. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's just a humbling experience at the end of the day.
So what about let's talk about United Classic too, because we're here. It took me forever to find out where the gym is, where where like the classes is, but like you go to school here, and I can't help but notice it's like this is not the typical high school experience.
Yeah.
Was that a sacrifice you had to make?
It was. It's not really hard to make though. It's mainly basketball focused, and that's honestly, if you want this, and that's just all you gotta know. It's basketball focused in a prep school. Everything's basketball. Just do the work, play basketball. So it's just like, this is what I wanted. This is where I am.
Did you go to a regular high school last year?
No, not last year. For my grade 9 year, I did go to Thornley, and then for my grade 10 year, I went to a school in the States called St. Louis Christian Academy.
So at Thornley in grade 9, is it COVID or is it regular?
No, it's not. It's regular.
It was regular.
Yeah.
So you had 1 year as a grade 9.
1 year as a grade 9, regular high school.
And then you're in the States. I'm sure COVID's at that point.
Yeah.
And then it's been COVID ever since. So I guess you probably didn't miss out on too much, but like, do you ever think about it? Be like, hey, I never got to, grow up in a regular high school experience?
I do, but at the same time, my grade 9 year was crazy. So I feel like I did.
Crazy grade 9
I feel like I did have that high school experience. So it's like, I just look back and say I missed grade 9 is what most of us say.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Also, if it's not clear by now, we're like literally just off the court, so we apologize for the sound. And I had a backdrop today. I forgot to bring the hooks for it though. next time we do one of these, it's gonna look a lot nicer. But yeah, so let's see. That might be it for me. I don't know what else has been on your mind. Oh, sorry. Last question. Actual last question. Then I'll let you go.
Yep.
When it comes to, we're talking about D1s and stuff like that. When it comes to the next level, what are you looking for in the next destination that you're going to? Presumably, like a school-wise, like, are you looking for, basketball fit? Are you looking to, see a state or something that you've never seen before? Like, what's kind of the calculus there?
Honestly, I just want it to be a place where the system and how they play fits my game style and like how I play. The coaching staff. I just want to feel a place that feels like at home. That makes me get a home feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Vasean, thank you so much for taking the time. I want to catch up with you next year or in a couple of years, and I think your stock's just going through the roof right now. I think there's going to be a lot of cool things. I think you're definitely going to travel playing this game. That's I think that's definitely in the cards for you, and we'll catch up and see what's happening in a couple of years or so. All right?
Okay.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right.